I think that was right. You know what? Let me bring up let me bring up the playback version of it. Okay, head on over to I don't want to watch Cloak and Dagger. I know YouTube, you might want me to watch that, but I don't want to watch it. My channel. Live, okay. Let me see if I actually... Okay, no, it isn't right still. I thought it wasn't. Hey, you know what? Let's change it back to that. What is it? 1920 by 1080. Why are you not fitting to screen? Position. Reset? No. If I unselect you, select you again. Why are you not? Okay, let's try not going full screen. Maybe it will now show you properly. Why do you want to be so zoomed in? Oh wait, no, are you correct this time? I see the development build down there, development build, okay, I have to do it in windowed mode. Let me just double check. If I go back now to enabled, okay, we're going windowed mode. Because this shows up properly in OBS. No, I didn't click that button. Okay, so we're going windowed mode. Took a while to get everything set up. There we go, exit button up here, okay. Now I can actually go down and read chat if there's anybody in chat. I don't think there is anybody in chat. Wait, well, I can add a comment. I want to go to... Live chat, there we go. Full scaling, okay. Right click the properties in OBS. Properties, full scaling. Doesn't matter, I'm getting full scaling for whatever weird reason. Well, I think it's called I started this accidentally at 1080p, and for some reason the demo only goes up to 720. Don't know why it only goes up to 720, but it seems like it does. Enabled full scaling. So let's try that. Okay, settings, enable Uh-huh. And now let's double check. Okay, it kept it this time. That's good. Also, I put this at like the second highest graphics option because I played it last night the highest and there was a little bit of lag and other problems. Yeah, I'm playing. I can't remember why I set this up. But this guy set this up, gosh, like 3 months ago to capture Xenonauts. And I just like slapped on the, yeah, let's record from this one. But let's go ahead and load on in. Xenonauts 2. Hopefully the loading is a little bit quicker this time. Hold control to activate something that went very quick. Recognize conditional force fire mode. Okay, wasn't it allowed? Maybe I might hit the wrong control button. I tried to do it last night to force fire a machine gun through a wall, but it didn't really work for me. Also, was the immediate talk about is it more animated is you have this. I believe your dudes move around a bit. I thought they did. At least know the aliens do. I don't know because of the I'm not actually able to see them thing right now. See you. Send you over there. We'll set it up the same way that I did last time. Because this is the same map. I think they just want to get one map working for the demo for the Kickstarter. One alien is in there. Oh, the alien's at least in a different location. That's good. %, 14. You have 18, so I'm probably just gonna shoot. The spinny things really got me the first time too. Oh, there's a 70% chance to be blocked by that. Okay, crouch and just look at them. Long range grenade. Probably not. What's sniper dude? Sniper dude, sniper dude, sniper. You're there. These things are extremely healthy. Although, to be fair, this is like basic weapons, and these might not be the starting enemies. Yeah, they're exactly the right amount of time units. Bullet spread was a little bit more than I was expecting. Your cover's now gone, and that you were suppressed. So, was it assault rifle dude? Okay, I did shoot over him multiple times. I'll accept that. Go ahead and get you down. Get you to this little car. Oh, one thing I will say I have noticed that I don't exactly like is, let's see, the edge of the map is, I think, right here. They added in a little bit of extra side details. The grenade launcher is pretty fun. The grenades aren't as strong as they used to be, but let's see. If I try to move you, I can move. Okay, edge of the map's right here, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, it's nice to see the little bit extra detail, but the edge of the map here is like at the fence. So there's all this room over here. You could literally walk around it, but because it's the edge of the map, you can't. Which I'm a little bit mixed about that. Now we can also change the lighting to, I think, be your actual sight ranges or something, instead of just like you have explored this part of the map. So I wish it had like a building option, like the original had, where you could like get rid of the walls and everything. Okay, let's see. Who do I not? Okay, just you. Move up. Okay, we see another one of those guys. This might not go as well as my first time through it. Yeah, you should have got him. It's like the bullet didn't hit, but... Ow. Okay. This landing zone is a whole lot more hot than it was last time. Last time it was 2 aliens in that building and that was it. This camera could move a little bit better too. I think it's probably to add a little bit more detail, because like technically the newer XCOMs kind of had some stuff we could see off the edge of the map, and which one was it? One of the XCOM mod packs. The final mod pack, I believe, had something like that, where they added in another chunk around the edge of map. They were shooting an alien somewhere over here. Here's the person there. Okay, yeah, it will take you more. But I can't go crazy with it. Yeah, control. Is it this control? Okay, left control, not right control. At least knocked out a little bit of a fence there. Now, what? There we go. You get to here. Turn. Okay, well, open up the fence enough for them to shoot. There's a couple aliens there. Shotgun guy going. Mm-hmm. $14, or do I want to spend a little bit extra to give myself a better hit chance? There we go. Whew. That made these things a whole lot tougher. $29. Let's go for the probably not gonna hit. We suppressed and blew up the bush. And we can't crouch. Oh yeah, you were suppressed, so you can't really move. So we can have like a flank through here, shoot them a couple times. Although, to be fair, if I did that, I would probably hit you a bunch. Yeah, everybody else has already moved. Animation effect. Yes, they are definitely a whole lot better. And I thought I remembered the humans moving, but maybe they don't move too much. But maybe it's. I remember these guys having some little bit of an. Oh yeah, he's moving. But it's not like they always move. Maybe it's the same. Yeah, they move a little bit. They're not constantly jittering. I think the aliens move a fair bit more. Actually, you know what? I can rotate the camera and actually see what's happening in there. That guy's now down on his knees. Oh, come on. Oh, there was a second one in there. Okay. I thought there was. Hmm. Okay, well, you're right there. Move up to here. Okay, and a med kit could be useful for you. Can you heal yourself? Yes, you can. Grenade dude. Go burst fire. 50-50 chance to hit. I'll take a couple of those. I literally got 50-50 of them. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, I believe this building is now clear. Took it a bit. Send you on up here. Okay, there's somebody way over there. Okay, take out your little SMG thing. I'm going to move you on up. So we moved you. You're just going out over here by yourself. Okay, let's go and intern here. Okay, some civilians. Just come in here and look around. You can either shoot him. I mean, not the best percent. Actually, that's not too. 66% chance to hit. 66, 65. Yeah, I'll take that. Man, this gun is more accurate than I thought it was. I don't think it does any damage though. Nope. Right click. Nah, I can't change. Okay, yeah. Oh, you have 3. Yeah, you have 3 time units. You're not gonna be able to shoot anything else. You heal. Use it once more. Okay, that might be its ammo limit. I don't know. I mean, I could see that. You did basically patch this dude fully back together. Okay, he's in position. You... What was your secondary weapon? You have that. I do like seeing what the range there change. Yeah, apparently they are swapping to a system. This is something I read on the forums. They're kind of changing the whole inventory system and making where you have a primary slot and a secondary slot. You might be able to put the same weapons. I don't know if there's like a limit for primary or secondary. But you can basically equip 2 weapons. And then there's going to be, I guess, a little bit of extra storage for like ammo and grenades or something like that. That might be the only inventory, which I kind of can get. It's nice having a full inventory system, but a lot of times you just will reduce to using the... Oh, there was a civilian in the way. Good thing they didn't just force fire that. You normally just use like one. I normally just use one weapon, maybe two. Normally I just put a bunch of grenades in the inventory, a med kit, and some ammo. So I can see why they'd be getting rid of it. Well, that was way off. Okay. Need to get sniper into position. Where are you? Move you over to this side so you have a little bit more range, because there's one more building back there. Also, one thing I think is also interesting to point out, I don't know if y'all might be able to tell, but the monitor here, but compare that to perhaps some of the weapons and the vehicles. They're going for an interesting alternative history where I think it's supposed to be like in the 2000s, but the Cold War is still going, and the aliens attacking. I would recommend reading the little lore thing they have, because it sounds interesting. The changes they are planning to make sound, I guess it'll just sound interesting, just saying that just again, but it sounds fun. It's going to be very different than lots of these other types of games. And you always saw in front of the machine gunner? That's not smart. It's like it's doing a lot to make itself a little bit different, and not being I'm not saying exactly like XCOM, because it wasn't exactly like the original XCOM, but it felt like some of the stuff it did was so it could be like XCOM without really changing too much of the other stuff that would make it better. Because as much as I'd say we liked XCOM, there was definitely some things you could do to it to make it better. Oh, you know what? I like how he's carrying a grenade. You know what? Let's just do that. I'm gonna... Good job. And you know what? Because I don't trust this building. Hello. I'm gonna get down a couple levels. No. This. Okay, now I have it. No, we can't. Okay. I was gonna go and shoot a warning shot grenade through there. That's probably where the last dude is. I knew it. It's right there. I know these things. called these things? I call windows that. I don't know. I guess get on. Oh, that's the quickest way to get there. We'll get over here, get inside the building. I don't know, just force fire a machine gun over here. Oh, okay, that might need some work. I think you suppressed yourself. Oh no, you suppressed the civilian sitting next. Yeah, I could see that. Especially since that's a civilian. Can you make it up to here? No. Here? No. It's just here. Setting sounds cool. Is it? I don't think it's supposed to be playing after the first game. I think they are effectively remaking the game, but also throwing in lots of changes to make it more unique than being an XCOM spiritual successor type game. Because they're not just going to do things, I think this time, because it was in the original. Something to that effect. Not you. Fire away. Well. Also, I'm hoping they have a rocket launcher in here, because I want something that can destroy walls a little bit better. Which I get. Well, actually, I'm sure effective grenades out destroying walls. Well, this, I think, if I remember correctly, they said this supposed to be like a military base layout, so I could see the walls in here being a little bit stronger. And if you don't have a rocket launcher, I could see why the grenade isn't the most powerful weapon then. I did this good last time. You're right there. See if I can kill this guy. But yeah, it's kind of supposed to be its own universe. Oh, you can actually shoot him. No, no. Okay, shoot there if you have to. Not you, but you. Get to over here. We're gonna go in that window. When the time is right, we'll climb in through that window. Oh. Yeah, they're both right there. And let's shoot them while we can actually see the correct place to target them at. Dang it. No. I actually did a little bit of damage to the walls. He will probably shoot you as you move up, but let's try it anyways. One more. Okay, we're just shooting bricks now. No, not there. I want to click the. Oh well, you might be dead. Stand next to the one. Yes, come out. Oh, nope. That was a very risky change of positions. Okay, you're right there in front of the window. Your range... Let's go to here at least. Okay, never mind. We'll have you shoot through here, force fire at them, probably break the fence a little bit enough for you to get through, then advance next turn and shoot them. Although you can... I can shoot you. Or shoot you. One more time. Okay, you managed to hit the fence in front of you, but I believe it was like a 10% chance, and you fired it enough times. So I can't be too mad at that. Yes, chuck that in there through the window. And then they actually managed to do any damage. I think you hit the outside of the wall. Apparently you have a 0% chance to hit them. I'll go for the suppression as of right now. And continue your run. Well, that's new. There's a third one. I'm surprised y'all can't see him. There's your chance. I thought that could happen, hoping it wasn't. Although, to be fair, the bullets would probably keep on traveling straight. And you now get to kill this guy. Okay. Man, this is doing a good job. What'd you go to? Yes. Okay, yeah, that was a lot of misses. Shoot this one for like no good hit chance. Shoot you, One good aim shot, okay. You are suppressed, you're probably not going to be doing anything. And you shoot at a civilian. Okay, enough out of you. Just try you again, sure. It's still not over. Okay, well, time to advance. Civvy. It had been a civvy. Or civvy, local force. Okay, where are you? Okay, that didn't exactly work. Okay. So sneak around the back with you. You did get killed. I couldn't tell with that call coming in. I always love people who like to call me when I'm streaming. I mean, I guess you just gotta run up. Sure. Terminator style. Let's go. We're going in with dual Uzis or something. Ooh. Go for it. Okay, so we know where he is, and he's suppressed there. And you just one-shot that guy. Okay, cool. I assure you, the first time I did this, I had 100% survival. If I go here, can I chuck this in through a window at you? Okay. Let's try this again. With a decent bit less fatalities this time, hopefully. Oh. It got minimized out. Awesome. Just reading what... Oh, well, there we go. Correct window this time. Just reading what was happening on Discord. So, let's properly check this building this time. Alien there. Another alien there. third alien over there. So where's grenade launcher? No. Grenade launcher's in the back, so I need to move you off. We're doing the classic XCOM shuffle. If I could just blow that cover up, that would have been useful. Okay, that's the edge of the map. Don't know still why they exactly have that. I'm assuming it's an artistic choice, but it feels weird. Yeah, we don't talk about that final grenade. Last one's always a doozy. Can I just like check another grenade over? Yes, I can. Yeah, it's probably worth it. That's one tough alien. Okay, good, good. We killed one. The sniper will now go this way. I really need the shotgunners on this side though. Well, I guess we could always bum rush that building. Let me just get all these guys moved up, and I will finish this turn. Let's see, did I have anybody else? I feel like I had somebody up. There we go. This guy. I'll send you this way. I just need to finish clearing the the landing zone, and then I'll probably talk a little bit more about what I have read about what this game's supposed to be. So you got a shot on that person. You are really low on health. Okay, it's you right there, the one that would have shot him. Oh, they're suppressed now, at least. Now waiting for the big guns. We hit them one time. Yeah, we'll throw a needle. Oh my gosh, there was two of them. Just keep launching them. If they want. Just, you know, we need a couple more grenades. Figure what's over here. You. Oh, come on. Okay, let me rotate the camera a bit. See, find the angle. There we go. The Gregs got very buff in this new version, apparently. So let's see. Can I shoot them again with somebody else? You? No, I already used you. There's a shotgunner. Shotgunner. Oh man, let's see. Is it you, sniper? Yes. Oh well. Just keep firing. Man, this guy's lucky. Okay, you stand up. Long range shotgun. I learned this. No, okay. So I learned this in X-Pirates. Always works. No, let's not. You continue on up over this way. That much out of time units. Okay, you up to here. Okay, go here. Wait, what three do you see? Him, him, and him. Okay. Okay, you at least killed that guy. Just wanted to get him dead. Nice to know there was two out there. Face your death. Oh, he's advancing. I guess there was another one. I forgot about them. This house is filled with Gregs. Local forces! What's the grenade? Who has a grenade launcher? You? One more time. Just keep firing. Let's see what else I have. You. I have you. I have the shotgunner. Wanna fire a couple more times into them? Sure. Let's go in an angle where I won't shoot a civilian. Hopefully. Okay, you need to bring up the big guns. Whew, a little bit stray there. Oh yeah, you got this guy here. Move up one more. Oh, you hit him once. I mean, I can live with that, I guess. I went with the triple shot there. Should just went with the more accurate one. We suppressed own dude. That's probably to be expected. Wow. Could be like a cool turn, pow, kill him, but no. It costs 20 to fire this gun. Long range shotgun. Ooh, 14. Okay. Can't complain too much. You're really out of range. Move. I don't think you can shoot now at all. 1%. 15. Okay, let's end turn here. This has been embarrassing. Ooh. Was that a civilian reaction firing? I think a civilian reaction fired for me. That's nice. You're not gonna shoot him though? Okay. So who's all been shot? You've been shot. You know what? Just a minute. Hey. It's about time. Okay, run back. So now I've got that stuff taken care of. Now you need to admit it yourself. Can I climb up here anymore? No? Okay. Go check this building though. I don't trust it. You too. I still don't trust this building. This is the Greg house. But let's see, other things for this game that I know of right now. Make sure you don't get shot running across here. Okay, hold my breath for that, cause that helps. I know they are wanting to. The geoscape sounds interesting. They want to change it to where it is a turn-based geoscape. Well, I guess turn-based. It's like you have a day that'd be like a turn, and you only now have one base, but you can put like interceptor bases and other stuff like that up. And this base will kind of work like, I guess, the original XCOM, where you build some new. Where you like excavate it down, because like see, it'd be like top level, and you have some places to build at here, dig out this layer, and this layer, and there's like all your places to put new rooms and things. Rooms I think will be a little bit more similar to the original XCOM, but there'll be some things that give you some different bonuses that help with certain aspects of the game. Can you heal yourself? Yes, you can. Yeah, that's good enough. So you'll be doing that. There will be some base defenses, but I think they'll only. Well, I mean, I say they'll only be like. I think they were technically like this in the original. After you got like so many points, aliens got so many points to send a fleet looking for you, and it would be like they would attack you, and it would. It sounds like it'd be basically always be on the same base layout. Oh, okay, so the civilians just disappeared. It's kind of like how XCOM, I guess 2012, handled their base invasions, or their singular base invasion, with it only being like on the top level. Although I think in here they wanted to make it be an actual representation of what's on the top level, because you have like the same stuff on your top level, and they said this would be easier than making all the different room layouts. Ooh. Good job. Making all the different room layouts, and the different combinations that they could line up with and everything, just be a little bit simple to do it that way, which I could get. I mean, I kind of like it to be you could actually fight in your base layout, but I get resources and stuff might not allow it. Although if they get like a bunch of money on their Kickstarter, I'd love them to put that in as a feature. Because that to me would be a good stretch goal. Okay, that is just barely blocked. But and in this structure, you put like in different types of rooms, and you can assign people to them. So you can assign like maybe a soldier to a training center to either train, or maybe it's a higher level one, so it trains the rookies or something like that. Let's see. I need to move up to this. Can I move up to here? Yes, I can. And you'll get like scientists and engineers or something kind of similar to that. But there's different rooms you can stock them in that give you different bonuses. And I guess probably need to explain what the bonuses even are first. What the bonuses are. Let's see, what's that other dude? Where's the machine gun up? You? Right there. Okay, I knew you were somewhere in here. Now they want to do bonuses in this game. Some of the stuff sounds interesting. I will probably explain this feature first. What they want to do is you have like a readiness stat, which you have like 1 drops. You might be able to get upgrades or something as you go on, but I think it's like you would have this thing. And when you buy stuff, you have to also send out the drop ship to go pick up the stuff. And your readiness is like your maintenance on it, and it affects like how much stuff you can do a day. I guess let's say your readiness maybe affects the miles you can travel, and maybe it takes, I don't know, say 10 miles. 10 miles is not far, but let's say 500, let's say you have like 1,000 miles you could travel. You travel 500 miles to pick up new stuff. And it doesn't change for like the cost for the amount of stuff you have to pick up. It always takes the certain miles to go pick up anything. So if you hire, we want to have like 2 new scientists, it might be worth waiting until you can pick up a couple new weapons and a couple other things. Do a bulk purchase instead of fly 500 miles for just a little bit of stuff. Let's see, turn-based yeah. And also you use that to like go to missions. So I think they kind of want to do like in the not original. I thought you were my dude first. In the new one, oh yeah, my dude. I guess move you to here. Can I shoot a grenade in here at this guy? No. Oh yeah, I need to reload with you. I need to advance with you. So like you're kind of limited on the amount of missions you might be able to do per turn by your readiness. So it's kind of like if you go to pick up some stuff, your readiness will be a little bit lower, so you can't do as many missions. Or that's one way you can, I guess, progress through the tech levels or something. Progress through the game is maybe you invest more in engineers to pump into the hangar to make sure you have more readiness so you can do more missions a day. So people really want to be like different ways to progress like that, or you can do more scientists to get research done faster. I believe they want to have like some different techs with the weapons where you could get like a new type of weapon, or you could just that's best to do this, or you could just upgrade some of your existing weapons. Oh boy. Need to try. They want to add some more different means of progression through the game, which sounds interesting, and I like the idea of the perhaps some of the different ways to go about it, like investing more in engineers who can do more missions. That's probably what I will do, because I like doing missions. We're talking about people kind of complained about, that wasn't my dude, the amount of missions you had to do in the original Xenonauts, which I kind of get that doing like 100 missions could be a little tedious. Although it looks like in here they'll probably have a little bit more different differences, I guess, between the different types of missions. Because they want to add a couple different types of missions into the game. There will be your regular shutdown UFO and you go raid it, but there will also be some abductions where the aliens are like abducting people in a rural area. You have to go out there and fight them off. Each of those give you different type of rewards that help with different things in the game. There's terrorist sites, and then there's also like, because it's supposed to be set during like the Cold War, and NATO slash America and the USSR kind of ready to nuke each other at a moment's notice, and the aliens are supposed to be kind of influencing that behind the scenes. They're not supposed to be doing, let's say, a full-scale invasion. They're kind of trying to work from behind the scenes to make the humans kill each other, and they will be like, I don't know, influencing politicians or maybe replacing them or something, you know, alien stuff, and you have to go like attack military bases and like kidnap them, or you could kill them. I think you're supposed to like technically kidnap them, but the more people you kill there, the worse your relationships are. You get like the top military leader out of there and they replace him with somebody who's maybe not as pro for the aliens, so some of the readiness goes down. They're not like super ready to nuke each other now, but if you kill a bunch of people in doing so, they are still kind of mad at you and you get funding from them. It seems interesting with that, and there's also the terror sites. I believe there's maybe a couple other mission types, but the mission types seem a little bit more interesting. Although they did say they only expect you to have to do like 30 missions to be able to complete the game, which I don't know if I'm as fond of having to only do 30 missions, because I like doing missions. It's just a little bit more variety could be nice. Although I wasn't too ever bothered by the missions, I think, that much in Xenonauts. I think my only main thing was the beginning was a little bit slow, but that was also because I basically played the alphas and betas for like 2 years before the game came out, so I was really used to the very beginning of the game. If there was like a way to start like midway through the game, I probably would have been perfect for me. Yeah, go with that. Let's keep on firing. Fire a couple more shots. One more? No. Just spoke there. And you can shoot him. I can't reload. Okay. Have anybody else out here? You. Okay. You're here. Okay, you're reaching there. Have you where's the machine gunner? There. Let's go ahead and swap you two out. I need 40. $42. I try not to suppress him. Can I one into there? Thought that would probably happen. Okay, doing some damage, doing some decent damage. He is now suppressed. But luckily he has the shotgun, which doesn't take too much to use. This shotgun up. Just fire some very crazy shots there, yeah. Actually, you know what, I might can. Oh yeah. No casualties. Much easier this time. To see. The problem with Xenonauts missions was that it was always the same thing. UFO lands, go kill everyone. Else the UFOs want that. I don't know. I'm one of those weird people. I like the UFOs from Xenonauts. I also like air combat. I'm like the weird guy, the one person that liked it. Which is also why when they said they were changing because they also changed air combat for this game, I was like, no, I was the one weird guy that liked it. But I don't know, I wasn't the ground missions didn't bother me too much. Although them adding some more stuff into it should be a little bit more interesting, and adding in some, I don't know, some new weapons to play with and stuff like that should make it pretty decent. I don't know, I'm looking forward to it, although I will probably be playing in the whatever way allows me to do the most extra missions. Cause 30 missions does sound to me really short for a game like this. Cause it was like 10 to 15 UFO crash sites, 10 to 15 abductions, and then I guess this is like depending on which one you want to do. Cause I think UFO crash sites give you alloys, and the abductions give you alenium, and alenium supposed to be something like you could power laser weapons with, but alloys allow you to build more like ballistic weapons or something. It's an interesting different like layout for which one you could choose to do. And let's see, what else was it? Then it was like maybe 5 terror missions. Maybe it was like two, three VIP missions, and then it was like 1 or 2 base defenses plus the final mission or something like that. It's interesting, but it did feel to me to be like a little short. But I could definitely see why people would want a little bit more variety in the missions, because that does definitely helps a fair bit. But yeah, that's just, see, what else was it doing? They're not going to really have vehicles, although I think they might do like a small weapons platform thing as a stretch goal for the Kickstarter. Actually, no, while I'm sitting here, I can even bring that up. Let's see, what were they changing? Let's go, Xenonauts. Oh yeah, they're also changing the aliens around a bit. So just preliminary things to make each alien feel more different than they were in the original. Give them more unique racial stuff. Like I think the Sibalians now regenerate fully on the end of each turn. So you have to like kill them in 1 turn, but now it's like when you damage them, well, let's see, they restore up to their max health, but when you damage them, it's like decreases their max health. I guess in might even still been like this in Xenonauts 1. Not sure if like this in Xenonauts 2. I think it was like this also in the original XCOM. Well, XCOM couldn't really heal. But something where it's like when you got damaged, you could heal, but you couldn't heal back up to your maximum health. Your maximum health decreased. I believe that was a Xenonauts 1. But do something like that where the max health would decrease for like each damage you do to them, so they would regenerate fully, but their maximum health might be half of what it was originally. So you have to kill them more and like quicker, because that was like supposed to be their lore thing. Anyways, they healed, and this they want to do that to make them a little bit tougher. Like you need to focus fire down just one of them. The season's gonna do maybe more psionic stuff. The androids, the androids are still going to be robots and tanks and do stuff. Oh yeah, also the Sibalians will have like chemical weapons. That should be interesting. Androids going to be big and tough, just walk through stuff, and then we're talking about changing some of the other aliens around. Still just all preliminary stuff and like what works. I never said they gave rid of the Herodins. I think they're Herodins. I really like the Herodins. I don't know, that was my favorite design from the original. Although I also created a not too bad Lego mock-up of it, so that was cool. Maybe that's why I liked it so much. Xenonaut 2 features. There we go. Here's the correct window tab thing. The research tree. let's see, what was I going to do here? I think I basically explained lots of this. Development projects. I think I already kind of mentioned this, but this would be things to improve your existing weapons. And the examples are like laser weapons. Charger emitter provides a small damage boost. Laser weapons beam focus provides a range boost. Battery efficiency expands the ammo capacity. Ergonomics reduces the TU cost to fire the weapon. There'd be different stuff like that. We've also mentioned they want to have different ammo types, which would also be able to play more into that of like maybe you keep their starting ballistic weapons, but you make some different types of ammo to put in them. Lineum cores, something like there would be. You would now collect lineum, well, not lineum cores, lineum cells. And you could use those to make some like powerful weapons, or well, you wouldn't use them to make powerful weapons. You could make some more powerful weapons, and the amount of cells you have is the amount of those weapons you could field. So let's say the laser weapons cost 1 cell each, and you only had 3 of them. Well, now you only filled 3 of them at one time. And like if you lose one, you want to bring it back because it has your cell in it. It's something about like maybe limiting the amount of higher tier weapons you can get, which could be interesting depending on how they want to do that. And it'd be something like the alloys would provide you some more increases to your basic ballistic weapons, but if you go do more reductions and get more lineum cells, you could do now more more powered weapons. Could be interesting. Weapon tiers, they want to kind of rework. I think they only do like 3 tiers maybe or something. And they want to have like more differences between them than just like it does more damage. Like this one maybe contains a little bit more ammo. This weapon type might not exist here. And they do different damage types. Just some different things with armor. Blah blah blah, multiple ammo types. Yeah, I already saw that. Oh, I mentioned that. Then they mentioned modding. They want to do. My firewall just told me the Xenonauts website was reported as unsafe. That's fun. They want to do a community edition again, where they open it up to some select members of the community so they can tweak the stuff after the game is kind of like finished, for they could keep on like doing some modding and stuff. People liked that. I don't know if I ever really played with it. Wasn't too bothered by the original version of the game, although I'm like the one person that really liked Xenonauts. It's interesting. I'm also the person that liked XCOM and Forza, so I'm a weird XCOM fan. Some different modding stuff, and they also want to do. Oh my gosh, my picture looks horrible. Also do some stuff with, I believe, some more map generation, but it might be a little funky because they're using some like third-party programs, I think, and to basically allow you to make the maps to give you access to them, so there could be some like legal stuff there. So it's a little iffy. Although I guess you could always unofficially still do modding. They might not be able to technically allow you to mod, or they can't just like give you all the tools. Let's see, soldiers attributes, kind of changing some of that stuff around. Combat experience versus skills. So they want to have like some skills that people could learn. Be like, as you have them use like a certain type of weapon, longer they get better with it, maybe it's a little bit more accuracy. As the people level up, they also get some like increase to skills or like stats, but there's some skills that you want to like learn more, and I believe this would be where they had like some training stuff. Let's see, equipment stat modifiers, some different like modifiers with the equipment they have equipped, which is pretty cool. I like that in X-Pirates lots. Changes with inventory, streamline, main weapon slot, armor slot, and the belt slots are all the same as before. However, instead of a backpack, soldiers now get a general secondary item slot that can hold a smaller item like a medkit or stun baton, but not a full-size. Okay, so you can't have 2 full-size weapons. Although I don't think you normally pack 2 primaries anyways. You can still pick items up from the floor and so forth, but you have to swap out the item already in that slot when you do so. Note that the number of belt slots available and whether there will be a secondary item slot is based on the equipped armor. Variables set whether certain types of armor have more carrying capacity than others. Also like that from X-Pirates, so that's kind of cool to carrying that over. Just stuff about the UI, stress, fatigue. Oh, they want to do some like combat stress stuff, so you can't necessarily keep on fielding the same units over and over and over again, so you have to kind of swap them out. But there would also be some different buildings you could build, such as a rec room or some other stuff that you held like a daily stress I don't know, change. This also be turned back into not turn back, also connect back to the turn-based geoscape, where it's like, I don't know, each day when you're not using the unit, putting it out in combat, excuse me, they heal, let's say 5 stress. But you build a rec room, they now heal 15 stress. So you could invest in some different buildings for your base to give you different bonuses, or to allow you to be able to fill the units more often. I also believe morale would also, let's see, the bravery and stuff, like it all connects. So like the more stress the soldier has, the more or the less bravery they'll have going into the mission, so they might be able to panic easier. So it's also like a risk kind of sending some of them in. Like if you're going psionic enemies, they have less bravery now, so it's easier for them to get taken over. Although apparently people are kind of against them bringing back psionics. I don't know, I like psionics. They just might need to mix some different skills, but I mean, people come up with them being too powerful. They're nowhere as powerful in Xenonauts as they were in the original XCOM, so I don't really get what people are exactly complaining about there. Although I guess just because you like the original XCOM doesn't mean you exactly like psionics. But I just find that funny. And I believe with a little bit more work you could make some very interesting things there. Let's see, Geoscape, the DEFCON systems where I mentioned some about... Oh yeah, also, this is also like another counter to like the end of the game. If you let the people get too hostile with each other, different powers, they'll nuke each other and get out World War III. So you don't want that to happen. That's an in-game condition, is keeping that down, and that's why you would go on those missions to like kidnap the warmongering local military officer or something like that. See, threat meter, I believe this was a thing for aliens attacking your base. And like if you're not ready for the aliens to attack your base, you can send somebody and like frame the CIA or something, so the aliens go and like blow them up instead, but it costs you relationships with them. There's also like you can also field agents to go and do stuff, which I believe this is like them going frame and some other things like that, but that could be cool. It's kind of like the Covert Ops in XCOM 2, War of the Chosen DLC, so that could be pretty cool, adding in some more stuff with that. Regions, relations, and infiltrations, the 6 funding regions, a region is lost to the aliens if the infiltration level is ever double the relationships level. So there's not like aliens get this much and they immediately capture it. It's like if your relationships ever get too bad with them and the aliens have double that, you lose it. So that could be it's a little bit more interesting than just being like, oh, they now have 10 pips, so they're taking over. It's they have 5, I have 2, so they're now winning. So that could be a little bit interesting there. Having to kind of balance some of that stuff. Let's see, agents and field operations, yeah. Readiness, readiness control, the readiness mechanic controls the number of geoscape actions a player can perform. In the game turns, it represents the maintenance level of the helicopter dropship at Atlas Base. So if an action requires readiness and your helicopter is airworthy, you can't do it. Primary uses deploy soldiers and geoscape combat sides, the primary function of the systems act as a check on the number of combat missions you can play across the course of the game. It was problematic in Xenonauts 1 that there was nothing to stop the player from fighting every single crash site and combat mission spawned on the geoscape, other than the fact that it was extremely boring. This now means the player has to pick and choose rather than do them all. Is unpleasant overtones of Raxus XCOM's choose one of three mission systems. Here is important to note that the player has far more freedom in this setup. You are not arbitrarily barred from doing multiple sites in a single day if you have enough readiness to launch 2 missions, and the readiness generation rate can be increased if you hire additional engineers and assign them to the hangar at Atlas Base. You can run more combat missions than a normal player if you want to, but you need to make a conscious choice to do so and devote resources to it. I kind of like that. If you want to do more missions, you can, which will be me, because I like ground combat. If it doesn't get too stale, but I don't know. I don't think it'll get too stale in 30 missions. If I increase it to like 50 missions, I don't think I will get too bored of it yet. I've played 2 of these missions today and here on the same map. Played one last night. Looks okay as of right now. Let's see, Operation Endgame. That's like the final mission. There's different ways, I think, to get to there. You get a certain passive gain each turn from Chief Scientist. You can assign additional scientists to research command at Atlas Base to increase the passive gain. Research projects like alien autopsies, alien interrogations, UFO data calls, etc. no longer autocomplete, but now give in-game advancement if research. Certain geoscape missions and field operations could also grant in-game advancement. So it's kind of like different ways to increase to the end game, which is kind of nice. It makes sense to have different ways to do that, and then maybe you could put that off if you wanted to by not doing some of the research projects if you want to play some more of the base game. See, then there's stuff about the turn-based geoscape. Ground combat, still basic same stuff. Let's see, so what's topics here? Oh yeah, the maps. Planned mission types. See, the UFO crash site, abduction mission, terror site, alien base attack, Xenonaut base defense, and DEFCON/VIP elimination. That's a base attack. I forgot about the alien base attack, which I like the alien bases in the XCOM. Xenonauts. I really liked them. I don't know. I was a strange person that really liked the stuff in Xenonauts. I'm looking forward to attacking some bases in the new style. Blah blah blah. DEFCON. See, I already talked about that. Planned environments. They want to have a like more rural, basically. Let's see, what's the best way to phrase it? Like terrain one, and one that has some people on it. So you have like a polar map, so just kind of like icy. Then you also have a research outpost for when there's people. You'll have a boreal forest, and then you'll have a logging camp for when there's people. You'll have a temperate forest and a farm for when there's people. You'll have a tropical landscape, whatever, and then you have a dockyard from those people. There's an arid one, then there's a village, then there's desert, and there's a junkyard. So there's a couple different kind of stuff that have like humans, no humans. Could be interesting. You also have the alien base, the Xenonauts base, and you have a western town, you have a Soviet town. So the different types of places you can do missions on. Map of mission variety. There's this cool little gif of the aliens moving around. Kind of like that. So you talked about the alien races. They want to keep the Reapers, the Subaliens, the Androns. Maybe do some changes to the Wraith and keep the Scions, which is what they're changing the Gregs into. Let's see, Reapers, their attack no longer is always an instant kill, and the zombification only occurs if the melee attack damage does enough to kill the target. Subaliens, they regenerate full HP at the start of the turn if not killed, although their max HP is slowly reduced as they take damage. Possibly they will be unable to regenerate damage from laser weapons. Androns, robotic plus explode like Cyberdisc when destroyed, unless you kill them with EMP damage, in which case you can cover some Millennium from them. race. They throw a few possibilities with these guys. Fade when they take damage, reducing their chance to hit against them for the rest of the turn. Defensive teleport that teleports them to a new location after taking damage. Heals off electricity EMP damage. Blah blah blah. Breachable UFOs, adding in breachable UFOs. So that wasn't really a thing for me. It wasn't like one I had to have. Then was Atlas-based vehicles and air combat, which is probably boring me just reading all this. Oh, hey, at least sounds like it's not too boring. Yeah, they seem like they really put a lot of thought into it. Because if you go to their forums, there's a whole write-up of all the stuff they want to change for this game. What the different goals are, what they might do if they get like more money from the Kickstarter. They might add in some more stuff and different things like that, which I'm looking forward to. Them hopefully getting a decent amount of money, being able to add some more stuff into it. I would love to have fully customizable bases that can be invaded, so it's not always the same exact layout, although they want to have it maybe once or twice per game. So I don't know, maybe it'd be that big of a deal then. Just only be if you play the game multiple times would you run into the same map. So I don't know, it'd be cool to do it, but I get why they might change it like that. Oh, also one interesting thing for the base. Your base actually has a nuke in it. Yeah. It's an old, like, nuclear missile silo. And there's just a nuclear missile just sitting in the middle of your base. You have, like, multiple layers for your underground base, and the missile spans all of them. I hope you can use it at some point. But yeah, the stuff for this looks, in my opinion, pretty cool. I'm looking forward to playing it. Well, I'm also looking forward to backing it when it comes out, because I will so be backing this game. Well, if I have money, because I enjoyed the first one. Some of the changes I'm making for this one seem interesting. There's some like I might not would personally make myself, but I'm interested to see where it goes. It will be different. It will be different from the first game. It will be different from XCOM, Frax's XCOM, the original XCOM. It will be different than Phoenix Point. It will be different than Fort Triumph. I'm enjoying all my TBS games for right now. So I guess that's probably what I'm going to end the stream at. Hope you have enjoyed seeing some of the changes to Xenonauts 2. And I believe they're going to be doing a Kickstarter this month. Let's see. Actually, I actually go to the forum. I have that still open. When are they doing the Kickstarter? Last time I heard it was supposed to be this month, but I hadn't said it actually went live yet. I think they were fixing some more bugs in this demo, because this demo will be... That's what one of them testing this was to get a pretty solid demo they could use for the Kickstarter. So you go through and play it, see a little bit of what they want to do, have all these ideas written up on the forums. They can use that to be like, this is what we want to do with the game. And then also I'm still interested to see what they will do with the setting, because the setting seems a little interesting. The futuristic Cold War stuff, it's always a little bit interesting there. A little cool mix of technologies with the old school cars and the LED screens and stuff. Public demo for Kickstarter, likely to be last of our free public builds, and you can get it here. Also, this is probably going to be the last free public build, or maybe when they release some changes to it, because everything after they do the Kickstarter will basically be backer builds. Let's see, was there any release announcements, development updates? Maybe that's the correct one. I'm trying to see where it actually mentions when they're going to be doing their Kickstarter. Kickstarter / dev update, that was May 18th. Let's try this one. Okay, this one was Sunday. With such a large influx of new players experiencing Xenonauts for the first time, let's explain the free additional content players can download for Xenonauts 1, and to talk a little bit about our plans for Xenonauts 2. Oh yeah, they had the free Xenonauts game release thing, so they have more people coming in. Blah 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 blah, consists of the semi-official community edition and the various mods it enables, the best known being X Division. Complete rework of the game that adds a lot of additional complexity and content. I can go back and play that again at some point. Blah blah blah. Community Edition, X Division. Have I ever played X Division? Let's see. I'm gonna have to read this right quick. What is X Division? Is it like? Can I get my X pants? Blah blah blah. Lots of little fluff stuff. Oh my gosh, for table of contents. This will be long. Complete overhaul. New revised aircraft game crafted by me, which builds and extends on the existing aircraft mechanic and polishes it to the extreme. New mechanics, hit and run tactics, new alien weapons, and more. Blah blah blah. Enemies feature different armor resistances. Capturing aliens. Aliens will adapt to your style. Every face of their own weapon branches, special UFOs, special girls, detailed manufacture and assembly system. There's 4 phases. Oh my gosh, weapons and ground combat. Let's just look at that right quick. New and improved aggressive AI, which will make you cry a lot. Did I mention it is aggressive? 186 Xenonaut weapons, 102 alien weapons, 22 Xenonaut grenades, 10 melee weapons, 2 katanas, 18 rockets, 10 explosives. So you have grenades, rockets, and just regular explosives. Okay, cool. Many different alien grenades, rockets, and shields. Oh boy. New sounds, new projectiles, and 5 shields. Blah blah blah. Ground combat is revised. Now it feels like you are joining the fight instead of feeling like you are the only organization around. No, wait, 9 mech weapons? What? You start with, okay. Revised starting stats for recruits. And then it says 9 vehicles, 3 mechs, 29 vehicle weapons, and 9 mech weapons. 13 armors. 231 different alien units with new sounds and sprites. Oh my gosh. I'll be streaming this at some point. Oh, I guess it's a picture gallery. Let's look at the pictures. I mean, I know nobody else can see it, but I can. I'm enjoying it. It's taking a while to load. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, go check that out. But let's see. Trying to see when it's actually releasing that too. So, blah blah blah. If you want to hear about Kickstarter when it launches to get notifications in that's to release, the best way is to sign up for our mailing list. A pre-public alpha demo, a single ground combat mission can also be downloaded. Okay, so I don't have anything about when it's actually going to be released. So last time I heard it was supposed to be this month or last month, but it got delayed a bit. I think they're working on the latest demo and polishing it a little bit more, which I can totally see why you want to polish this a little bit more. Get a pretty good demo. I do like it when a game releases with a demo, or at least they have something playable already made. But oh gosh, it's after 12 already, and it's exactly 12. Yep, it's exactly 12 where I am right now. So I'll probably be calling the stream quits for right now. Hope you have enjoyed this, and I don't know what I'll be streaming next time. Maybe some more turn-based strategy stuff, or I might actually go and stream some of that X Division. That sounds interesting. So until then, Betuor Gripley signing off. Goodbye and have a wonderful day. And I hope you have enjoyed this look into XCOM 2, Xenonauts 2. So until then, goodbye and have a wonderful day.